What do you do when you get a second chance at life? You do what Chattanooga's Chris Hopkins does. You grab the bull by the horns and run with it and never look back. News 12's Dave Staley explains, and tonight's More the Story with Staley.
More to the story with Staley, brought to you by TVFCU.
You've undoubtedly seen Chris Hopkins here on our airwaves. Chris is an investment advisor. He's a frequent face on all of our shows, talking finance. But very few of you have seen Chris like this.
We knew this was it. There was no leaving the hospital. It was one way or the other.
You see, back in 1998, at the age of 39, Chris suffered a massive heart attack. This old heart of his was in big trouble. By April of 2019, doctors told him he needed a transplant. If he did not receive one, it was the end of the runway.
My wife and I actually essentially said goodbye to each other 2 or 3 times during that period of time because we never knew. We thought this was going to be it, an acute event. This would be the end of the story.
But Chris got lucky. He only had to wait roughly a week for a matching donor from a 24-year-old man. And with that surgery in Nashville, Chris Hopkins became one of only some 3,000 people each year in America to undergo a heart transplant. It was a gift in the nick of time, a new lease on life. Sort
of the emotional experience of getting out of that bed, sitting in a chair with your family surrounding you. It's hard to describe what a great day that was.
Yeah. The 10-year survival rate for heart transplant recipients is roughly 50%, but your odds go up dramatically after 1 year. Chris is almost 4 years in. Now 64 years old, he says he feels like he's 40. He used to feel like 84. He's in the gym 6 days a week, doing what he does best, living and loving life.
I'm lucky to be here. I feel like I'm blessed to be here. I feel like I have a tremendous responsibility to honor the gift that we received from that family and try to do, as best we can to remember that. And every day I get up and I think, this is, what are we going to do today? It's a new day.
Chris remains active in many local organizations, especially with the Heart Association, always raising awareness about the beauty of a healthy ticker. Dave Staley, News 12.
Chris's wife is a survivor as well after beating breast cancer. The two have been married for 42 years. Chris says they have no regrets.